And with that, hello and a welcome to all of you on our streaming end. I'm Jack Weber. Welcome to baseball here on Zaleski Sports. As it's a Wisconsin Valley Conference Tuesday matchup between the Marshfield Tigers and the Red Raiders of Wisconsin Rapids. Marshfield coming in 2-7 on the year, 2-1 in the Valley Conference. Meanwhile, Rapids off to a good start, 9-4, 2-2. It's the matchup of the 4th place and 5th place teams in the conference. Both teams played doubleheaders over the weekend. A little bit of a contrast. Marshfield fell to Eau Claire North 22-2 and 13-4. Meanwhile, Wisconsin Rapids had a little bit of better luck against La Crosse Central in the Cross, a 12-0 and 4-2 victories over the Riverhawks. Red Raiders are coached by Bob Galita in his 30th season at the helm. Congratulations to Coach Galita, just achieved his 400th career win. Congratulations from all of us here at Zaleski Sports. Starting lineup for the Red Raiders. Leading off and pitching, number 2, Caleb Ellis. Batting second and playing left field, number 17, Gage Honeyegger. Batting third and playing second base, number 8, Brett Simonson. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 16, Trevor Martin. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 3, Jackson Laskowski. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 5, Jordan Zeligowski. Batting seventh and DH, number 12, Matt Vollert. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 14, Jared Zeligowski. Batting ninth and catching, number 10, Silas Cronkite. And playing shortstop today is number 22, Ethan Dillingham. And that'll be the order that'll face Dayton Bugar. And Coach Southworth looking to get this team back on track. Had a tough week last week, losses against Mosinee. Eau Claire North, it was a tough week for the Tigers last week. Hopefully trying to start this week off on a better note as Caleb Ellis ready to dig in.
Leading off for Rapids, number 2, Caleb Ellis.
As Bugar ready. Ellis ready. First pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1, and we're underway. Glad you can make us a part of your Tuesday. It's a beautiful day here in Marshfield. No rain, thankfully. Not a lot of wind. 0-1. And Ellis swings at 0-1. Ground ball the second. Bobbled by Kramer. Tough play at first throw. Not in time. Ellis will reach. Leadoff man reaches, and that'll bring on Gage Honeyegger, the left fielder. As that'll give us a chance to tell you about the Tiger defense. The outfield is comprised of this. You got Meisner in left, Griesbach in center with Anderson in right, and then the infield you got Robinson and Fries on the corners with Sadowska at short, Kramer at second, Gilbertson behind the plate, and Bugar on the mound. And that's in there for a strike. It's 0-1 on Honeyegger. One. Honeyegger, big cut and a miss. That's 0-2. Bugar ready. Honeyegger ready. Small lead for Ellis at first. And fly ball into foul territory. Drifting over is Robinson, and he makes the catch.
Nice play by Robinson. That takes the first out of the inning and brings up number 8, Brett Simonson.
I didn't think Robinson had a chance. He was against the fence, leaped up, and made a terrific catch, almost like robbing a home run on a foul pop-up. Either way, one gone. And here's Brett Simonson. First pitch is a bit outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Brett. Second baseman today for Wisconsin Rapids. Bugar ready, deals the 1-0. That is in there for a strike, hits the low part of the zone. Count even 1-1. Boogar ready. Deals a break even. Fly ball into center field. On the run is Griesbach drifting over. He makes the catch for round number 2. So 2 gone, allowed out, and that'll bring on Trevor Martin.
Simonson flies out to center, bringing up number 16, Trevor Martin.
And Ellis reached to open the inning. Yet to be moved. Pop out and a fly out. It's Trevor Martin, the first baseman today. As Boogar ready and deals his first offering. And it's a bit high. 1 ball and no strikes on Trevor. One 0. Low. 2 balls and no strikes now on Martin. Probably won't expect Ellis to run. He hasn't really built much of a lead over at first. Be interested to see if Coach Galita will even bother sending him. Small lead. 2-0. And right down Main Street. A bit high, though. 3-0. Guess I shouldn't have said right down Main Street. 3 balls and no strikes on Martin. Boogar ready and deals. And that is high. That's a 4-pitch walk. And runners at second and first with 2 outs for Jackson Laskowski.
Base on balls brings up number 3, Jackson Laskowski.
Rapids trying to strike first in this inning. Runner reached on an error to start the game. And now Gilbertson on his way to go talk with Boogar after 4 straight misses in that at bat. The last 2 didn't miss by much. Again, I don't think this is a huge strike zone today. Boogar takes a look at second, keeping an eye on Ellis. First pitch, and Laskowski takes one inside. A little bit inside, almost hit him. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Marshfield coached by John Southworth and Josh Metz. Can't read, apparently. Another look at second, fires a 1-0. And that's a low strike, count even 1-1. Long look at second once again. Boogar keeping a close eye on Ellis. Ellis with a little bit of a larger lead at second than he had at first. Popped up. Shallow outfield. Going to be a tough play coming in is Griesbach slides, and he makes the catch. Not the easiest of plays, but it ends the inning. A walk and an error, and nothing comes to pass. Marshfield coming up. It's scoreless on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Marshfield coming up as we're scoreless here in Marshfield. As here's the starting lineup announced by Coach John Southworth. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 3, Jacob Sadowska. Batting second and playing third base, number 8, Chase Robinson. Batting third and playing center field, number 22, Owen Griesbach. Batting fourth and catching, number 15, Adam Gilbertson. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 16, Braden Anderson. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 24, Dawson Meisner. Batting seventh and DHing, number 10, Caleb Schaefer. First pitch and fouled off, 0-1 on Sadowski. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 20, Tyler Kramer. And batting ninth and playing first base, number 17, Brant Fries. And, of course, the pitcher is Dayton Bugar. Order that will face Caleb Ellis, as that is inside. Count even 1-1 on Sadowska. One. Low, 2-1 now on Sadowska. Two one. Fly ball foul and out of play. Count even 2-2. Two. Outside, full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes on Sadowska. Most of the Rapids faithful did not agree with that being called a ball. Didn't miss by much. Full count on Sadowska. Here's a 3-2. And Sadowska called strike 3. First strikeout and first man retired for Ellis, and that will give us a chance to tell you about the Red Raider defense. Outfield is comprised of this. You got Honeyegger in left. You got Jordan Seligowski in center. Leskowski in right. Then you got Jarrett Seligowski at third. Dillingham at short. Simonson at second. Martin at first with Cronkite behind the plate and Ellis on the mound. First pitch is low and bounces in the dirt. Gets away from Cronkite. 1 ball and no strikes on Chase Robinson, the third baseman for Marshfield. And fly ball into right field. Drifting back is Leskowski on the run near the corner, and he makes the catch. So 2 gone. That'll bring on Owen Griesbach. Griesbach, the center fielder, made a nice play to end the top half of this inning. First pitch, Griesbach flies one into center field. Backing up is Jordan Seligowski, has room, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. A quick inning for Ellis. 1-2-3, go the Tigers. We played 1 complete. We're scoreless in Marshfield. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services. They're a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services, from loans and leases and crop insurance and tax and records. They have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. And you know what's coming up? It's Marshfield Dairy Fest, May 31st through June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend. Dairy Fest, only in the Midwest, I swear. Scoreless here in the top of the second. Again, 6, 7, 8 due up for the Raiders. Zeligowski, Vollert, and Zeligowski. Jordan, Matt Vollert, and Jarrett Zeligowski. Tigers go 1, 2, 3 in the top half of this inning.
Leading off for Wisconsin Rapids, number 5, Jordan Zeligowski.
Bugar back out for another inning. First pitch. Oh, dropped in there nicely. Good off speed. That was a good changeup. 0-1 on Zeligowski. Zeligowski, the center fielder today. One is outside and low. Count even 1-1 now on Zeligowski. Break even. And a little chopper foul down the third base line, fielded by Coach Galita at third. It's 1-2 now. And as you can see, we're here at Safford Field instead of Hackman with the rain yesterday. Safford is hosting as that is fouled down the right field line and out of play. And the count remains 1-2. One-two from Bugar. On the ground to third. Right there is Robinson. Fields throws across the diamond and got Jordan Zeligowski by a step. Goes 5-3 on the putout. One gone, and that'll bring on Matt Vollert. No hits for either team yet. And Ellis reached down an error and then a walk. It's been the line so far for Bugar. Ellis went 1-2-3. Bottom of the first as dropped in on the corner. Bugar's got that off-speed working early. It's 0-1. Swing and a missed big cut from Fowler. It's 0-2. Bugar ready, deals the 0-2, and Vollert takes one high and inside. Count even 1-2 now on Matt. And we have a full slate of games going on today on Zaleski Sports. One of our big ones is D5 Pacelli versus Poinet. Promises to be a good one. Brendan Retzloff will have that one for you. You can also check out any other games at ZaleskiSports.com as that's low and inside. 2-2 now on Vollert. That off speed wasn't exactly a bad pitch, but Vollert was smart to just lay off. Trust me, that's harder than it looks. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bugar ready. Deals the 2-2. And outside, count is full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Vollert has gone from down 0-2 to draw the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bugar trying to get this man out. Fly ball into right center field, and that's going to get in the gap, and that is going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. Vollert on his way to second base, and he will be in there with a stand-up double. Heck of an at-bat by Matt Vollert, and a one-out base runner, and the first hit of the game for either team. That was stung into the gap. And Anderson was playing very far to the right, and Griesbach was playing more in the left center field gap. There was no chance for either of them to get there. And the Raiders are in business here in the second. A man at second with only 1 out for Jarrett Zeligowski. Bugar takes a long look at Vollert at second. And the first pitch to Zeligowski is in there for a strike 0-1 on Jarrett. Bugar had that count. He was ahead 0-2. Vollert was able to draw it full, and he was rewarded with a double. 0-1. And high and inside. Count even 1-1 on Zeligowski. Bugar takes a long look at second, keeping his eye on Vollert. break even. And a line drive into center field. Griesbach coming in. It drops in front of him. And Vollard on his way to third. He'll be held there. He had to wait to see if that ball was going to get down. And the Raiders have runners at the corners with only one out. And that'll bring on Silas Cronkite.
The single puts runners at the corners for number 10, Silas Cronkite.
I tell you, I think that's the first person I've ever heard with the last name of Cronkite since Walter Cronkite. Matt Vollert's at third. You got Jared Zeligowski at first, and Bugar looks him back to the bag. And a throw back to first, and Zeligowski back with a dive. Cronkite trying to get the Raiders on the board. First pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Silas. Throw back to first once again. And Bugar is keeping his eye on Jared Zeligowski. I'm guessing that's probably so they can try to keep Wisconsin Rapids in the double play situation. They don't want Zeligowski running and eliminating the easier of any double plays. Turning a double play is never easy. Bugar deals 1-0, and that's low. Nice stop there. Throw down to second, and good job by Kramer to be there. That was a bit wide, and Kramer made a nice play to stop that ball as runners at second and third now. It's 2-0 on Cronkite. Bugar takes a look at second, fires the 2-0, and that is low. 3 balls and no strikes on Cronkite. You got to believe that Coach Galita is telling his hitters not to swing at anything outside of the zone. 3-0. Line drive. Almost took the head off of Bugar. Nice play by Kramer. It's an RBI ground out. There's 2 gone. Raiders strike first.
Cronkite grounds out to second, bringing in a run and bringing up number 2, Caleb Ellis.
That will still be an RBI. Sorry, that was a bit of a shock. Swinging on 3-0, and it almost came back and hit Bugar. I don't know how he got out of the way of that one. As back to the top of the order with Ellis. First pitch swinging, fly ball, foul off the cage. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 to Ellis. And a fly ball into center field. Griesbach calling for it, has room. And he'll make the catch. And the inning is over. 2 hits for the Red Raiders. They get 1 on the ground out from Cronkite. We have played 1.5 complete. It's 1-0 Wisconsin Rapids. We're going to the bottom of the second. You're watching baseball on Zaleski Sports.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot, seed, and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Tine, and Whitetail Magic. Rifles, handguns, and shotguns in stock from Springfield, Mossberg, Glock, Ruger, and Savage. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait by the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at bigbeardown.com.
1-0 Wisconsin Rapids leading Marshfield here in Marshfield. As Caleb Ellis back out for another inning. He's able to go 1, 2, 3 in the first with a strikeout. As you should stop into Hiller's True Value, their Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Get the tools you trust from the people you depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. And find your next career path with a phone call to Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in Central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. Gilbertson, Anderson, and Meisner due up for the Tigers here in the second inning.
Leading out for the Tigers, number 15,
Adam Gilbertson, the catcher. Raiders got a run on an RBI ground out by Silas Cronkite in the top half of this inning. That's low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes on Gilbertson. One-0. In there for a strike. Count even 1-1. One. Fly ball, foul, and out of play. It's 1-2 now on Adam. Balls, 2 strikes. Ellis ready and deals. Low, count even 2-2. Good take by Gilbertson. Two. And he went around. He did. They'll have to secure it down at first, and the throw is in time. And the second strikeout of the day for Ellis. And 1 gone here in the bottom of the second for Braden Anderson. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 on Anderson, right fielder. One. And Gilbertson on the ground to third. Right there is Zeligowski. He throws a low throw dug out by Trevor Martin for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. First 5 have been retired for Caleb Ellis. And that'll bring on Dawson Meisner, the left fielder.
Now batting number 24, Dawson Meisner.
And first pitch swung on and missed by Meisner, 0-1. 0-1. Meisner takes a strike. Good pitch there from Ellis. It's quickly 0-2 on Dawson. Called strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers, and 2 strikeouts for Ellis. He's got 3 on the day. We're going to the third. You're watching baseball on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back after these messages.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Good message from our friends at Chips Hamburgers. You know what's worse is when you're hungry and you watch an ad for Chips Hamburgers, it doesn't really help.
As we have a second here between innings, I think I'd be remiss to not mention this, to recognize Coach Galita, and he's the head coach here for Rapids and has been for, I think, 30 years now. He just coached his 400th career win. I think it was over the weekend, and that is an impressive feat. Congratulations.
And the applause that is for Coach Galita. Congratulations again on his 400th win from all of us here at Zaleski Sports. Is Gage Honeyegger ready to lead off? 2-3-4 due up for the Rapids Raiders here in the third inning. And off speed dropped in there by Bugar. He's got that working. He's had hitters fooled. And the one who was able to lay off was Voller and not chase on it. 0-1. And Honeyegger, Simonson, and that's outside. Count even 1-1. Honeyegger 0 for 1 on the day. He popped out to third. He fouled out, I should say. He was robbed of continuing his at bat, and a high pop foul and out of play. Count is even. Sorry, count is not even. It's 1-2 on Honeyegger. One ball, two strikes on Honeyegger. 1-2. Fly ball, popped foul. Over is Robinson. It's out of play. And Honeyegger will stay alive. Bugar has not pitched bad. He's been in some tough situations. The fact that the Raiders only have one run, you got to count that as a victory if you're dating Bugar. Raiders had runners at the corners with one out, and they only got one on the ground out. 1-2. Inside, and count is even 2-2. Honeyegger did a good job getting out of the way of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Outside, count is full now. Full count. Bugar ready, deals a 3-2. And fly ball down the left field line. Robinson giving it a chase and out of play. Good at bat being put up here by Gage Honeyegger. And that is outside, ball 4. Yeah, Honeyegger just making sure. And a leadoff base runner for the Red Raiders. Second walk of the day issued by Bugar. And that'll bring on Brett Simonson. He flew out to center back in the first inning. And throw back to first, and back with a dive is Honeyegger. Throw back to first again, and Honeyegger again back with a dive. Throw back again. 3 straight throwovers by Bugar. He's not letting Honeyegger And squaring to bunt and pulling it back, and Honeyacre will get down to second without a throw as no one was covering the bag. Stolen base for Honeyacre. Again, smart base running being played by the Red Raiders once again. They did that last inning to stay out of a double play. 1-0. Off speed dropped in there. Count even 1-1. Honeyacre at second. Nobody out. Long look from Bugar at second. And break-even pitch is high. 2-1 now on Simonson. And a bit of a tough start to the season for Coach Southworth. Still plenty of time to turn it around as May hits this week. There'll be a rematch of this game in Rapids on Thursday. That's fouled off. It's 2-2 on Simonson. Two balls, one strike. Bugar takes a look at second. Again, keeping an eye on Honeyacre. 2-2. High, count is full. Gar looks. Count is full. I apologize. I must have missed a pitch somewhere. Or added a pitch, I should say. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Simonson trying to pick up Honeyacre. 3-2. Line drive out the middle, and that's through for a base hit. And Honeyacre's going to be waved around third. And Griesbach's throw to the plate is going to be cut off. It's an RBI single for Brett Simonson. And Rapids leads it 2-0. Simonson
signals in Honeyacre, bringing up.
And Trevor Martin will now step up. That was just a clean single up the middle. Had one of those sounds. Perfect piece of contact from Simonson. And Kramer had no chance to cut that one off. So here's Trevor Martin. Trevor Martin walked back in the first, was stranded at first, and now scoring to bunt early. We'll be interested to see if he just pulls this back. And now on his way to second goes Simonson. Throw down to second, and he's out. And in that situation, again, I'm just a simple commentator, but in that situation, I feel like Martin squared too early. It gives the infield too much time to set, but again, I'm just a simple commentator. Either way, one gone here in the third. 1-0. Martin takes one low, 2-0. Balls, no strikes. Bugar deals. That's way outside. 3-0 on Martin. Right down Main Street. It's 3-1. Rapids get one in the inning. Caught stealing, though, eliminates the base runners, so base is clear. 3-1 on Martin. 3-1. And they're not clear anymore as Martin draws his second walk of the game. That is the third walk of the day issued by Dayton Bugar. And a base runner for Jackson Laskowski.
Martin walks, bringing up number 3, Jackson Laskowski.
Laskowski 0 for 1, flew out to center to end the first inning on a nice sliding catch by Griesbach as Martin back with a dive at first. Bugar, I will say, has kept an eye on the runners at first. He had quite a throwback match with Gage Honeyegger. First pitch is right down Main Street on 1 on Laskowski. One in for the Raiders, runner at first, one gone, throw back to first, and Laskowski back with a dive well before the throw. On 1, Laskowski grounds one foul, and it's 0-2. The 0-1. And didn't miss by much. Count even 1-1. That was high. Good take by Laskowski. It's 1-2. Bugar ready. Laskowski ready. And Dayton deals 1-2. And on the ground is short. Sadowska's got it. He'll go to second for 1. The turn is not in time. Goes 6-4 on the fielder's choice. Two outs. And that will bring on Jordan Zeligowski. Zeligowski 0 for 1, grounded out to third last inning. And we'll have the task of trying to extend this third inning for the Raiders. One in here in this third inning on the RBI single by Brett Simonson. First pitch. And taking all the way is Zeligowski 0-1. Bugar ready and steps off. And Laskowski back with a dive. And it's very unlikely that Laskowski's going to run with 2 outs. 0-1. And into right field, and that is going to drop in front of Anderson for a base hit. And Laskowski on his way to third, and he'll get there with a slide. He almost overslid the bag. And the inning continues. Runners at the corners. 2 outs for Matt Vollert. Vollert 1 for 1 with a double. He came around to score on the ground out from Silas Cronkite. And Bugar in a bit of trouble here with 2 outs. As Bugar looks most likely Zeligowski back to the bag. First pitch. Zeligowski pops one, Vollert pops one foul out of play. Because there's 2 of them, I think that they bat next to each other. That's and throw back to first, and back with a dive is Zeligowski once again. Ball's 1 strike on Vollert. Bugar has been particularly active with throwovers in this inning. 0-1. Vollert Takes one just outside. Count even 1-1. Bugar's gotten ahead of hitters. He just can't finish it. A couple of walks after going ahead 1-2 or 0-2 as going down to second base. And the throw goes into center field. Laskowski's in. Zeligowski goes to third. Again, Zeligowski would have been safe, and I don't know if Kramer just – I just think that throw is a little wide from Gilbertson. Either way, another run is in. And it's 3-0 Wisconsin Rapids. So a gift run for the Red Raiders, if you call it that. Three nothing Raiders, 2 here in this third inning. And on the ground up the middle, right there is Sadowska. He fields, throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Raiders get 2, and they lead 3-0. We're going to the bottom of the third. Tigers have some work to do. You're watching baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese, Sweet Chili Chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
3-0 Wisconsin Rapids leading Marshfield here in the bottom of the third inning. Leading product manufacturer of stainless steel products is Felker Brothers of Marshfield. They congratulate student-athletes across Central Wisconsin on your accomplishment both on and off the courts and fields. Your commitment to succeed is example for all. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. We're here to support you. And BBD Sports is your one-stop shop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. Shop 2 convenient central locations in Cadott and Abbotsford or online at BigBearDown.com. Caleb Schaefer ready to dig in. First batter against Ellis, and that's in there for a strike. Ellis has retired the first 6 Tigers in order, along with 3 strikeouts. And that's off the cage. It's quickly 0-2 on Caleb Schaefer. Again, Schaefer, Kramer, and Fries due up for Marshfield here in the third. 0-2. And on the ground is short. Right there is Dillingham. Bobbles it for a moment. Long throw. Got him! Nice play by Ethan Dillingham. Was not an easy play. He was kind of in the hole. Had to throw from almost the knee. And one gone. That'll bring on Tyler Kramer, second baseman. As Ellis, first pitch to Kramer, is in there for a strike on the low part of the zone, 0-1. A 1. And line drive foul down the left field line. Good piece of contact by Kramer, just hooked it foul. 0-2 now on Tyler. 0-2. High, count even 1-2. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is the 4th strikeout of the day for Caleb Ellis. And that will bring on Brant Fries.
With 2 outs, the batter is number 17, Brant Fries.
And Fries playing first base today, batting in the 9th spot. First pitch outside, 1-0 on Fries. Big cut and a miss. Count even 1-1. Break even pitch. Right down Main Street. It's quickly 1-2. Ellis trying to go 9 up, 9 down. And he will, as that is the 5th strikeout of the day for Caleb Ellis. And a 1-2-3 third. Going to the 4th. 3-0 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Need a new mattress? All Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The Furniture People for good home furnishings. Mall furniture where value is yours.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
3-0 Wisconsin Rapids on top of Marshfield as 8-9-1 due up for the Red Raiders. Jeeton Bugar looking to have a little more success in this inning. Jarrett Zeligowski, Silas Cronkite, and Caleb Ellis due up for Coach Galita and the Red Raiders in this inning. As Zeligowski ready to dig in. Zeligowski is 1 for 1, singled back in the 2nd, stranded at 3rd. As Bugar's first pitch is fouled off its own 1 on Jarrett. Bugar ready. Deals the 0-1. Dropped in there beautifully. Count even 0-2. Sorry. Wow. Just pretend I didn't even say that. Wow. Count even 0-2. I don't even. It's 0-2 on Zeligowski again. It's been a long Tuesday. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. On the ground. Right back to Bugar. He fields, and he'll throw over to Fries. And, oh, bad throw! And Zeligowski on his way to second base, and he'll get there standing up. Oh, man. Wow. I don't know who you rule that on, if you rule that an E1 or an E3. I feel like I'm going to rule that an E3. That's not an official, I know how to score that. That's a tough one. Either way, a runner at second for Silas Cronkite. Cronkite is 0 for 1 with an RBI. Grounded out back in the 2nd. That got the Raiders their first run. First pitch high and inside, 1-0 on Silas. And a good turnout from Wisconsin Rapids. Again, it's pretty much similar areas, almost neighbors, I would say. That and Stevens Point, Wausau. Again, Wisconsin Valley Conference is all in fair share drive from each other, 1-0. low. Count is 2-0 now on Silas Cronkite. And a play like that has just got to be such a spirit demoralizer for Dayton Bugar. You think you have an easy out, and then the guy ends up at second base on a tapper back to the pitcher. 2-0. Inside, and strike to Cronkite. Didn't have to be. It's 2-1. Gar looks at second. Zeligowski standing out there. Kramer playing somewhat close to the bag. Dropped in there nicely. It's 2-2 now on Cronkite. Two balls, two strikes. Bugar, a long look at second. Here's the 2-2. Blowing outside, 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Bugar looks at the second. 3-2. And that is ball 4. So runners at second and first, nobody out. An error and now a walk. And back to the top of the order with Caleb Ellis. He's 0 for 2, reached on an error and flew out to center. And we're going to have a courtesy runner. And it's going to be number, well, that's
Courtesy running is Landon Freeman.
Landon Freeman pinch running, courtesy running, I should say, at first for the catcher Cronkite. Runners at second and first, nobody out. Caleb Ellis. Bugar's first pitch. Ellis on the ground to second base. Kramer's got it, and he bobbles it, and everybody's going to be safe. And the Tigers are just shooting themselves in the foot here in this fourth inning. Bases loaded, nobody out for Gage Honeyacre, and it's going to be a meeting at the mound. And it's tough because two of the plays could have easily been outs. There really should only be one man on with 2 outs for Honeyacre rather than bases loaded and nobody out. And you got Zeligowski at third, Freeman at second, and Ellis at first for Honeyacre, trying to give some breathing room here for Wisconsin Rapids. Quality body and framework since 1952 is parts of the mission of Arts Body Shop. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. And pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof. From all the bands you trust, dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm today. All right, Gage Honeyacre ready to dig in. 0 for 1. Popped out to third, walked, and scored a run. First pitch, Honeyacre takes one outside, 1-0. Bugar in a major jam, bases loaded, nobody out. The pitcher, the situation every pitcher dreads. No pitcher ever wants to be in this scenario. 1 ball, no strikes. Bugar. Here it is. And that's outside, 2-0. Good take by Honeyacre. Balls, no strikes. Here it is. Honeyacre on the ground to first, and they're going to go to home. Throw to plate is not in time. Fries took way too long to throw that ball. Three-1 on the fielder's choice, but no outs recorded. And it's 4-0 Wisconsin Rapids. And I think the plate came loose. Again, I think if Fries releases that the second he gets it, there's no way that Zeligowski is safe at home. As trying to figure out the plate situation. Bases loaded, still nobody out. And one is in here for Rapids. And it's been simple contact in this inning. Not one ball has left the infield yet. That plate is still loose. Tell you what, we'll take a commercial break, and hopefully they'll have this figured out by the time we come back.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Still trying to figure this out. Bases loaded, nobody out, 4-0. And Brett Simonson waiting. They're looking to fix the plate. And today's game is brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. And Sports Scene in Marshfield is your official fanwear store for players' jerseys, hats, autographed memorabilia, and more. Sports Scene up the stairs from the World Buffet in the Marshfield Mall. And it looks like we're set to go. So the plate situation is fixed, but there's still a lot of work left to do for Dayton Bugar. As after a couple of tosses. Gar taking a look at second. And first pitch to Simonson is high. 1-0 on Brett. Simonson 1 for 2, flew out to center, singled, and has an RBI. That was back last inning. It's been a tough go for Bugar. It's a lot of long innings. 4 in, and the Red Raiders looking for more as he'll step off and look back. Ellis. Got Ellis at first. Hennejager at first, Ellis at second, and Freeman at third. And 1-0 is dropped in there. Count even 1-1. Big pitch there for Bugar. Inside, good block by Gilbertson. It's 2-1. Gilbertson doesn't stop that. That's a run easily. Again, with this bigger backstop here on this turf field, if anything gets by the catcher, it's very slim that a run will not score or a runner will advance. 2-1. Simonson fouls it off. It's 2-2. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Major jam for Dayton Bugar. Simonson trying to extend the lead as that's fouled off. It's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 again. And Simonson on the ground. Kramer bobbles it, and there's going to be a tough play. Throw to first in time. Good job by Kramer to stick with that. It's an RBI nonetheless for Brent Simonson as Freeman comes in to score. Five to nothing. Runners at second and third now for Trevor Martin. Martin has walked twice. First pitch. Martin takes one inside, 1-0. Yeah, in this inning, the story has been just putting the ball in play for Rapids. They haven't really hit anything that hard. I mean, that one was hit pretty hard. It wasn't a shock that Kramer had some trouble handling it. 1-0. It's big cut and a miss. Martin was a bit late on that one as Gilbertson on his way to go talk with Bugar is what I was trying to say, but I ended up saying go talk out. I think what I was trying to say is actually go out and talk to Bugar. One ball and 1 strike on Trevor Martin. 2 runs in here for Wisconsin Rapids. They're looking for more, and they're primed to do it. Runners at second and third and only 1 out. 1-1. Martin takes a strike. 1-2. Bugar takes a look at third and second. Deals the 1-2. High, count even 2-2. And Martin swings and misses, and there's the first strikeout of the day for Dayton Bugar, and that's our very first Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Serve Pro like it never even happened, the best in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout number 1, and 2 gone. As Jackson Laskowski will come up. He has flown out to center, grounded into a fielder's choice, and scored a run. As Honeyegger back to second. Again, you have Ellis at third, Honeyegger at second. So if one is hit up the middle, most likely both runners are going to score. That's fouled off. 0-1 on Laskowski. One. Check swing. Did he go? And they say he did. It's 0-2 now. And if you're Bugar, if you can get out of this, only allowing 2 runs, having the bases loaded with nobody out twice, you can count that as a victory. He's 1 strike away from doing it. 0-2. Called strike 3. And that is major damage control by Dayton Bugar. Rapids load the bases with nobody out. They get 2. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-0 Rapids.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Bottom of the 4th, it's 5-0 Rapids leading Marshfield here on Zaleski Sports. As 1-2-3 due up for Rapids. For Marshfield, the Tigers have gone 9 up and 9 down against Caleb Ellis, who's pitching extremely well with 5 Ks through the first 3 innings. And Sadowska will step up. He struck out back in the first, one of the 5 that I just mentioned for Caleb Ellis. First pitch, and hits the outside corner, 0-1 on Sadowska. A 1. Line drive down the left field line. That's going to be a tough play, and that is a foul ball. Just foul. That's a fair ball. That's an easy double for Jacob Sadowska. Balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2. And that's a called strike 3. They'll have to secure it down at first. High throw off the bat, close play, and they get the runner, and now Sadowska hits the deck. And I hope he's okay. Either way, that is the 6th strikeout for Caleb Ellis, and 1 gone here in
The strikeout brings up number 8, Chase Robinson.
the bottom of the 4th, as Chase Robinson will step up. Robinson 0 for 1, flew out to right. And first pitch, he rips one in the gap in right center field. That is way back to the track, and making the catch is Jackson Laskowski. Robinson tagged it. It died on the track. And 2 loud outs to right field today for Chase Robinson. Heck of a route run there by Laskowski to bring that one down. So 2 quick outs. And that'll bring on Owen Griesbach. Griesbach 0 for 1, flew out to center back in the first. Ellis, first pitch. Griesbach takes one low, 1-0. Ellis takes a strike. Good pitch. 1-1. Hit that lower corner. One. Fly ball foul out of play. 1-2. One, 2. Griesbach takes one high. Count even 2-2 on the Tigers center fielder. Trying to extend this. Fourth inning, and a swing and a miss. And they'll secure it down at first again. And the inning is over. That is 7 strikeouts for Caleb Ellis. He is dealing 12 up and 12 down. We're going to the fifth. It is Wisconsin Rapids on top. They lead it 5-0. And we'll be back from this after these messages from our friends at the Dental Clinic of Marshfield.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talented expertise of a big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontics and orthodontics, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for your family. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our communities and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Top of the fifth inning. All Wisconsin Rapids right now. They lead 5-0. And I won't jinx. I will, but knock on wood. A perfect game so far for Caleb Ellis. The Viaduct Bar and Grill of Marshfield serves juicy half-pound burgers daily. The Viaduct Bar and Grill is also home to cold drinks and Fish Fry Friday. The Viaduct Bar and Grill on Marshfield's fabulous northwest side. And it's time to get back to work. It's time to find a great job with great pay at Nikolai Construction. Find your year-round work in carpentry, concrete, and steel that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nikolai Construction on 29th Street in Marshfield. Get back to work with Nikolai Construction. As Jordan Zeligowski, 1 for 2 today. Leading off, first pitch, Zeligowski takes one low, 1 ball and no strikes. One 0. Zeligowski back up the middle. Right there is a nice play for Jacob Sadowska. Goes 6-3 on the putout, out number 1. As here's Matt Vollert.
Gets the first out of the inning, and that brings up number 12, Matt Vollert.
Vollert is 1 for 2, a double, a run scored, and a ground out. He ended the third inning. Bugar's first pitch to Vollert is grounded to third. Right there is Robinson, fields it on a hop throw across the diamond in time. And 2 quick outs for Bugar here in the 5th inning, and he could use a quick inning after especially the last 2. As Jarrett Zeligowski, 1 for 2, is singled and reached on an error, and he scored a run last inning. He was the one that tapped out to first pitch swinging, fly ball into center. Griesbach going back, long way to go, drifting back. He makes the catch, and the side is retired, and that is exactly what Dayton Bugar needed, a quick inning. Tigers trying to get a rally going. 5-0, Rapids in control right now. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
5-0 Wisconsin Rapids in complete control right now as Caleb Ellis back out there for the 5th inning. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. And spring is sprung at Blue's Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blue Hair Studio are ready to help you get the best look for spring. Book your appointment with Blue's Hair Studio in Marshfield today. Adam Gilbertson ready to dig in. Gilbertson 0 for 1 with a strikeout. It's going to be Gilbertson, Anderson, and Meisner due up against Ellis. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Ellis wasting no time. He's working fast and working efficiently. Oh, 1. Outside, count even 1-1. Break even. Low, 2-1 now on Gilbertson. Two-one. Big cut and a miss. It's 2-2 now. Two-two. High. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Gilbertson. This is by far the deepest anyone has gotten in a count against Ellis today. Again, Ellis has had a lot of breathing room in between each of his innings. Was a quick top of the half of this inning. 3-2. Flied ball foul out of play. So didn't quite get as much rest to rejuvenate the arm as he's done in at least the last 3 innings. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gilbertson ready. Here it is. Inside. Called strike 3. Hit that inside corner. Didn't have to be. It's a strikeout nonetheless. And how about Ellis finding that low corner? And that is strikeout number 8.
The strikeout brings up number 16, Braden Anderson.
Heck of a pitch there from Ellis, finding that spot when he needed to. It's 1 gone, and here is Braden Anderson. A 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Anderson. He grounded out to third. Back in the second, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 9 for Ellis, and 2 quick outs. And that'll bring on Dawson Meisner.
Number 24, Dawson Meisner.
First pitch, Meisner takes one low, 1 ball and no strikes. One-0. Meisner takes one high, 2-0. There's a pitch last at bat that was in that general vicinity that was called a strike. 2-0 on Meisner. Here it is. And outside, it's 3-0 now. Ellis behind Meisner, 3-0. And a low strike, it's 3-1. Not a bad take from Meisner. 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Count is full. Battle back, made the count full, 3-2. And called strike 3. 10 strikeouts for Caleb Ellis and 5 perfect innings for the Raiders starter. We're going to the 6th. It's 5-0.
Miller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in Central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
5-0 Rapids as we're here in the top of the 6th inning. 9-1-2 due-up for Coach Galita and the Red Raiders. Red Raiders looking for their 10th win of the year to try to start 10-4 and get above 500 in conference play. They would be 3-2. Again, this will be a rematch we'll see later in this week on Thursday. These two teams will meet in Rapids on May 2nd. Meanwhile, it's, again, hard to believe it's going to be May tomorrow. This month flew by as Cronkite is 0 for 1, has grounded out to second, walked, scored a run, and has an RBI. He drove in the first run back in the second, first pitch in their first strike. 0-1 on Cronkite. Cronkite walked last inning. He was pinch ran for by Landon Freeman. Why did I think it was Hayden Freeman? I'm not sure. 0-1. Oh, beautiful off-speed from Bugar. Again, despite the scoreboard, Bugar has pitched a good game. Again, he had the bases loaded with nobody out on 2 occasions in the 4th inning and only allowed 2 runs. On the ground to third, that'll be foul. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the day for Dayton Bugar, and that's our third Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, like it never even happened. The best in cleanup and restoration, that's Serve Pro for Jamie Wenzel. Third strikeout of the day. And back to the top of the order with Caleb Ellis. 0 for 3, has reached on 2 errors and flew out to center field back in the second. First pitch. And fly ball into left field. Drifting over is Meisner. And going back, he lost in the sun. And did he make that catch? He did. He lost it in the sun. It looked like he had a read on it. And then he lost it in the sun. He drifted back. He fell over, but he was still able to make the catch. And 2 gone, and now a meeting on the mound. And this may be the end of the day for Dayton Bugar. And that is exactly what is going on right now. So we will take a commercial break, and we will have the new pitcher for you after these messages. 5-0 Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
2023 was a year of change, innovation, building something new, and teamwork. The H&S legacy is evolving, and we're carrying it forward, designing equipment that helps farmers get the job done. Looking ahead to the future of farming while staying true to the values that have brought us this far and made us who we are today. H&S. Strong heritage, strong people, stronger future.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Bryce Shoddy now on the mound as Dayton Bugar's day is done. He goes 5 2/3. One earned run. Sorry. Yes, no. 2 2 earned runs. I apologize. I had to do the math. Tough day for Bugar when you don't pitch that bad, but some mistakes from your infield have come back to cost you a bit. Instead, you might only be looking at a 2 or 3 run deficit. Instead, you're looking at a 5 run deficit. As first man that Shoddy will face will be Gage Honeyegger. Honeyegger has popped out to third, walked and scored a run, and grounded into a fielder's choice. He was stranded at second back in the 4th. Bugar had a good end to his day. He was able to retire. He was able to retire eight in a row before being pulled. As Shoddy will try to make this a harmless 6th. First pitch, and a big cut and a miss 0-1 on Honeyegger. A 1. Honeyegger, a little flare foul. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Shoddy ready and deals. And in the defensive swing from Honeyegger, he just got a piece of it. It's still 0-2. 0-2. Fly ball into center field in the left center field gap. Griesbach drifting over. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Raiders go 1-2-3 in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's still 5-0 Red Raiders. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back after these messages.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Caleb Schaefer ready to lead off against Caleb Ellis. Schaefer 0 for 1, grounded out to short back in the 3rd. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. A 1. Bit low and outside. Count even 1-1. One. Outside 2-1. Again, Schaefer hit one to short, and it looked like for a second that Ethan Dillingham was not going to make the play. He stuck with it, though, and was able to throw Schaefer out. It was a close play. 2-1. Low strike, 2-2. On the ground is short. Dillingham fields, throws in time, and one gone here in the 6th. As that'll bring on Tyler Kramer. Kramer 0 for 1. He struck out. 1 of 10 strikeouts for Caleb Ellis today. And when we do our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, we'll make sure whoever wins this game, again, this game is not decided. On the ground, hits off of Ellis. That's going to be a tough play. And throw to first, not in time, and that is the first Tiger base runner. That'll be a hit for Tyler Kramer. And finally, the Tigers have a base runner here in the bottom of the sixth. 5 1/3 perfect innings for Caleb Ellis. You got to give him a hand for that one. First base runner of the day nonetheless. And here is Brant Fries. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that one didn't miss by much. 1-0 on Fries. And line drive down the left field line, foul by Fries. It's 1-1. And a little chopper to first. Drifting over is Martin. He'll throw to first in time. Ellis covering. 3-1 on the putout. As Kramer goes to second. 2 gone and back to the top of the order with Jacob Sadowska. Sadowska 0 for 2. He struck out looking twice. First pitch. Sadowska takes one high, 1 ball and no strikes. And that gets away from Cronkite. Going to third is Kramer. When I mean this is the most stress that Ellis has had to face all day. High. 3-0 on Sadowska. 3-0. And that's an outside strike. It's 3-1. One fouled off. It's full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Sadowska. So there will be no perfect game or no hitter tonight. 3-1. Outside, and that is ball 4. It's the first walk of the day issued by Ellis. And now it'll be Chase Robinson. Robinson trying to extend this inning and get the Tigers on the board here. A couple of runs changes the course of this game significantly. Throw back to first, and Sadowska back ahead of the tag. And first pitch, high and inside. Throw down to second, and that throws into center field. Sadowska on his way to third. In to score is Kramer. Boy, Cronkite probably should have just let that one go. Either way, Marshfield has their first run of the game. It's 5-1. Outside. Here it is. Low. And now Ellis having a bit of a difficult time finding the strike zone. It's 3-0. This is the second batter in a row he's gone 3-0 on. He walks Sadowska, who's standing at third. 3-0. That's a low strike, 3-1 on Robinson. Again, you got Griesbach on deck. He'd love a chance to hit with a couple runners on. 3-1. Robinson takes one low. It's ball 4. And we'll have a quick meeting on the mound. Not a pitching change, but from going 5 1/3 innings to 5 1/3 inning of perfect baseball, now the screws tightening a little bit, hitting the gap, plates 2 runs, and a comfortable lead turns into a close game at 5-3 in that scenario. Either way, a big spot here for Owen Griesbach. All right, Owen Griesbach ready to dig in. Ellis trying to get out of this with only allowing 1 run. 2 outs. Runners at the corners. 5-1 Wisconsin Rapids throw back to first, and Robinson back with a dive. And Ellis steps off. First pitch. Griesbach on the ground and diving stop by Zilagowski, and there's no play. It's an infield hit. And another run is in.
Griesbach
5-2. As Sadowska scores, and here's Adam Gilbertson. 0 for 2. He struck out twice. And only 2 hits in this game for Marshfield. They haven't left the infield, but they've done the job. First pitch, big cut and a miss, 0-1 on Gilbertson. Oh, 0-1. Gilbertson takes one outside, 1-1. Break even. Gilbertson fouls it into the mitt of Cronkite, and it's 1-2. And Ellis a strike away from getting out of this with only allowing 2 runs. 1-2. Gilbertson takes one outside, count even 2-2. Ellis, 2-2. Outside, count is now full. And if you walk Gilbertson, it gets real interesting. Ellis trying to get out of this inning. And look back to second, and Robinson is retreating back. And you got Robinson at second, Griesbach at first. 2 in here for the Tigers. Couple looks at second from Ellis. 3-2. And ball 4. Third walk of the inning for Caleb Ellis. And the bases are going to be loaded. And a big spot for Braden Anderson. 0 for 2. He's grounded out to third and struck out. You can definitely see that Caleb Ellis has lost some of his command here in the 6th inning. I think that hit that actually hit off of him from Tyler Kramer actually probably rattled him a little bit. First pitch. And that's low. 1-0 on Braden Anderson. And the lower part of the zone has kind of disappeared a bit. That low strike was being called earlier. And now it's disappeared. That was probably a little bit to the left on the inside. 1-0. High, 2-0 now on Anderson. And this is becoming dangerous for Wisconsin Rapids. And you have the tying run at first base, the go-ahead run at the plate, 2-0. And there's a strike from Ellis. Big pitch for him. It's 2-1. Two balls, one strike on Anderson. And that's in there for a strike. 2-2. Count even. That was a big pitch from Ellis once again. And again, he's a strike away from getting out of this. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Outside, count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Anderson. And nowhere to put him. Nowhere to put it but the strike zone for Caleb Ellis. The 3-2. Runners on the move. Here it is. And ball 4. It's a bases loaded walk. Another run is in. It's 5-3. As now Coach Galita on his way out, and that is going to be the end of the day for Caleb Ellis. And we will step aside. The new pitcher will be announced after these messages. Marshfield knocking on the door. It's 5-3.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
5-3, still a meeting on the mound. I don't know. They may not make a pitching change. Oh, no, they are going to make one. As Josh Tokarski on the mound now for Rapids. As meanwhile, Ellis will move to short, and Ethan Dillingham's day is done. That is the changes for Wisconsin Rapids. And Tokarski will try to stop this Marshfield rally. It was 5-0 at the end of this at the start of this inning. Marshfield had not had a base runner for the first 5 1/3. And then an infield hit by Tyler Kramer. And 4 walks and an infield hit have set the scene. You got Griesbach at third, Gilbertson at second, and Anderson at first, with Dawson Meisner coming to the plate. He's had a tough day at the plate. He struck out looking twice. Again, you have the go-ahead run at first, and I don't think that many people, when they started watching this game, really thought that there was even a chance for Marshfield to have that. But the resilience of this Tigers team, they have battled back and have made this an interesting one. They've been patient at the plate. Ellis lost a little bit of his command toward the end of his outing. As Tokarski will face Meisner, and if he reaches, it'll be Caleb Schaefer, who grounded out to short to open this inning. Except for Ellis at short, the infield and outfield stay the same. Let's wait for the home plate umpire. Here's Meisner. It's been a struggle for him today. First pitch. Meisner takes a strike, 0-1 from Tokarski. Here it is. Meisner fouls it off. It's quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Meisner takes one high, just missed. 1-2. Karski takes a look at second. There's nobody covering the bags. 1-2. Inside, called strike 3. Wow. Didn't have to be. And the inning is over. Tigers chip away. 5-3. We're going to the 7th. You're watching baseball on Zaleski Sports.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Tine, and Whitetail Magic. Rifles, handguns, and shotguns in stock from Springfield, Mossberg, Glock, Ruger, and Savage. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait. By the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at bigbeardown.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
5-3 in the top of the 7th here for Wisconsin Rapids as Josh Shoddy back out for another inning. As Simonson, Martin, Laskowski due up for the Red Raiders. Simonson has flown out to center, grounded out to second, had an RBI. He's actually got 2 RBIs. RBI single and an RBI ground out. Rapids led this game 5-0. They got 3 in the bottom half of the 6th. Again, I should say Marshfield did. Tigers will have Schaefer, Kramer, and Fries due up against, I would most likely bet, Tokarski. And Simonson, Martin, Laskowski due up against Shoddy. Shoddy got the last down on a fly out to center. Tigers were actually able to chase starter Caleb Ellis from the game, who went 5 1/3 of perfect baseball. And again, had 2 outs. Two outs with a runner at third, but then lost his command. And 3 runs ended up scoring without a ball even leaving the infield. Simonson will dig in. Shoddy's first pitch. Simonson goes over the head of Simonson. Missed about everything. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. High, 2-0. And low strike, it's 2-1. And that low strike zone has disappeared and reappeared. Two-one. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Big cut from Simonson. Shoddy ready. 2-2. High, full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Simonson. Three-two. High, and that's ball 4. Leadoff walk. Second time that Simonson has reached base today. And it looks like we're going to have another pitching change. Or maybe they're going to change catchers. I'm not really sure. And no, that is the end of the day for Shoddy. And we're going to have a new catcher as well. Gilbertson will be on the mound, and Mason Anderson will be behind the plate.
Gilbertson to pitch for the Tigers. And now catching for the Tigers.
Today's game is brought to you by the Grey Dog Axe Throwing Company. They're now open in Marshfield. It's fun for all ages, 8 and older, so bring the whole family, join a league, or plan a party. Book your awesome experience today and visit thegreydogaxe.com to find them on Facebook for more information. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin and the Chippewa and Fox Valleys. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com. And the premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest is Staub Construction. They're a 100% employee-owned company. Trevor Martin will be the first man that Adam Gilbertson will face. Shawnee goes a third of an inning with a walk. As Anderson will just have a quick meeting with Gilbertson out on the mound. Gilbertson will be tasked of trying to keep the Red Raiders where they are. Red Raiders looking for some insurance after their 5-run lead's been trimmed to 2 as a chopper foul 0-1 on Martin. Martin 0 for 1 has walked twice and struck out. Little chopper back to Gilbertson. He's going to go to second for 1 and no turn. It'll go 1-6 on the fielder's choice. And 1 gone here in the 7th. As we're going to have a pinch runner for Trevor Martin. As pinch runner is going to be Trevor Linsmeyer, number 25. As Coach Galita said, it will be a pinch runner, but re-entry at first base. So it will not be the end of the day for Trevor Martin. Closest thing you can have as a courtesy runner without it actually being a courtesy runner. As Jackson Laskowski ready to dig in. First pitch is low, 1 ball and no strikes. Laskowski has flown out to center, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run, and struck out looking. He was one of the 3 Ks for Dayton Bugar today. 1-0. Low. 2 balls and no strikes on Laskowski. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. One bounces in the dirt. Stopped by Anderson. It's 3-1. Three balls, one strike on Liskowski. Gilbertson ready and deals. And that is outside. That's ball 4. Second walk of the inning. And there'll be runners at second and first with one out for Jordan Zeligowski. Zeligowski is 1 for 3. He's grounded out to third, grounded out to short, and singled.
Runners at first and second with one out, and the batter is number 5, Jordan Zeligowski.
First pitch. Zeligowski on the ground to third, and oh, what a play at third by Robinson. Wow. That took a wicked hop on the turf. And I don't know how Chase Robinson stuck with that ball. Heck of a play. 2 gone. Got the force at third. Goes 5 unassisted. First pitch is inside. That gets away from Anderson, and the runners will move up. Two outs. That one is low. 2-0 now on Vollert. Vollert is 1 for 3. Double, ground out to short, and ground out to third. Came around to score the first. 2-0. And hits the outside zone. It's 2-1. Two and 1. That's low. 3 balls and 1 strike on Vollert. You got Jarrett Zeligowski on deck. 3-1. Line drive into right. Caught by the first baseman, Fries. What a play. He just took away 2 runs and 2 RBIs from Matt Vollert. And a couple of diamond defensive plays to end this 6th inning. 5-3, last chance for Marshfield coming up after these messages.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
5-3 Wisconsin Rapids. A couple of great plays by the Tigers to end the top half of the 7th as 7-8-9 due up for Marshfield. Schaefer, Kramer, and Fries against Dekarski. Dekarski will try to finish this one off. Schaefer 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short twice.
Leading off for the Tigers, number 10, Caleb Schaefer.
First pitch. And fouled off 0-1 on Schaefer. Rapids got 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. Marshfield scored all their runs in the sixth. And a bit outside, 1-1. Again, didn't miss by much. Count even, 1-1. Break even. And Schaefer pops one foul out of play. It's 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Karski deals. And swing and a miss. It pops out of the glove of Cronkite. Throw down to first in time. And there is out number 1. I think for a second Schaefer thought he fouled it or didn't realize it popped out of the glove of Cronkite. Either way, Cronkite got to it quickly, and probably that little bit of delay as Tyler Kramer will step up. Kramer 1 for 2. Struck out and singled and scored a run. That was last inning. The first hit or base runner of the game for Marshfield, and he takes one low for a strike, 0-1. Dropped in there nicely to Karski. That's great motion on that off speed. 0-2. And you got Fries on deck. 0-2. And Kramer strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tokarski. And the Tigers are down to their final out. And it'll be up to Brant Fries. Fries 0 for 2. He struck out looking back in the third and grounded out to first last inning. Again, coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get them anytime at Nasonville in Marshfield or in Curtis or at NasonvilleDairy.com 24/7. That's low for a strike, 0-1. 1 to Fries. Fries sends one foul out of play, and the Tigers are down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and the Red Raiders win it. Tokarski K's the side in the 7th. The Red Raiders get their 10th win. Final score 5-3. As the Red Raiders are 10-4. Marshfield drops to 2-8. We'll play the Nasonville ad, and we'll be back for the post-game show with Coach Galita and a player of the game.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world.
All right, we're going to be on the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We're going to try to get Coach Galita and a player of the game. Yeah, and final score 5-3, Wisconsin Rapids over Marshfield. Raiders are 10-4. Tigers are 2-8. Yeah, and we'll have a rematch of this one in Rapids later this week on Thursday. Again, trying to get down there as quickly as I can with one person on our crew.